Hello everyone, welcome to or back to my channel. This is my child. Isn't he beautiful? Isn't he amazing? He has my eyes. I love him. Anyway, I wanted to come on here and make a video. I haven't posted a long form content video on here in quite some time. Maybe a couple years, I'm not sure. I'll have to look back on that. But I just got back from doing a convention show. It was HorrorCon and it was really fun. So I'm kind of newer with doing big shows, so I wanted to talk about it. And if you're wanting to do shows, like what to do to get started, I'm still new, so I'm also still figuring it out. But here's some insight that I've had in the past year or so. I recorded that whole thing, and then shortly after I started recording it, my microphone cut out, and I was like, I could just like post it, or I could just edit it and it'd be fine. But I was like, no, I invested in the microphone and I want to use it. I now have a mic stand. It's an old paintbrush, but I thought this would be great. Anyway, getting into vending. Last year was the first year that I really started to get into it. I had done like little shows previously. It was just kind of like one of those situations you show up, nah, who cares? But I got into oddities and curiosities last year. And that was very overwhelming, and I knew I had to step up my game. So, this is kind of the things that I've learned and what's been working for me. And I'm still starting out, but I know I'm going to grow and learn, and my display is going to be immaculate someday, hopefully. So first off, let's talk about if you're first starting off, where are you going to get your products made? If you're an artist, where are you going to get your prints made? What to sell? That type of stuff. So, hold on. So now with my prints, I actually bought a printer. It's the Canon Pro 1000. It was a big investment, but here's where I used to get my prints made. This is great if you're starting off. This is one of my prints, by the way. So Staples, same day printing, usually turns out pretty great. If there's a problem with it, you can just ask them to reprint it. They're really cheap too. They don't cost hardly anything. Great thing to sell. And I get them printed, professional prints, 8.5 by 11. Here's how to do that process. Okay, go to the Staples website and click Services at the top, then click Print and Marketing Service. Under Same Day, click Documents, scroll down. Under Professional Print, Start Project, Upload or Design. I didn't realize they had an 11 by 17 option, but we're going to click 8.5 by 11. And under Premium and Specialty Paper, scroll down to where you see Heavyweight, 12-point paper. It can be high gloss or matte. And then we're going to click Color Ink for that. And then no finishing, because we don't really need it laminated or hole punched or anything. And click how many copies you want. And then the next step is just payment. I still have them print off my 5x7s, these little postcards. I think they're great. My printer just takes so much energy, and it costs so much to print because of the ink and everything. Like, it takes like 12 cartridges, and each cartridge is like $6. So it's a lot, and I run out pretty fast. So I get them to print my little cardstock mini prints, just postcard. And they're pretty inexpensive too. I think they raised the price. It's like $1 per print. But I sell them for $5. So just like a small little item if someone doesn't want a big print. I think they do like poster sizes too, 11 by 17. I now print off my own posters. So it prints, got all that. And then a great seller, you should always have this, vinyl stickers. I talked about this in a previous video, but these are great. Love to sell them. I get them printed off at Sticker App. Great company, have never let me down, pretty inexpensive. Fast shipping. Oh my gosh, it took I think less than a week for me to put my order in and for them to print them. But yeah, these are always a great option. And I was running a sale last time. I think it was buy 4 for $10. Yeah, at the convention. HorrorCon, that's the con I just did. It was amazing. It was really fun. Also, big shout out to those who stopped by my booth and bought something and gave me some stickers. Let's talk about how you're going to package your prints. I don't like just having them out there anymore, just like open air, because they can bend and stuff. Before like the person even gets to bring it home, it might bend. So I didn't want that to happen. I ordered chipboard, I think, on Amazon. I know I get a lot of stuff from Amazon. Like, I try to buy elsewhere, but sometimes you just gotta choose your battles. They do have a lot of stuff that I use for a cheaper cost. So, chipboard, 8.5 by 11. Then I always like to provide a little sleeve for it to go in. I think it's the archival stuff. I'll put that up there again. This is great. You just put it in there, seal it up. I always put one of my business cards on the back, so they know where they bought it from and they can look up your information later. I always also have like my business cards on the table that I'm bidding at that people can just take, and I like making them like a fun little design, you know, because then like they could take it home, they'll remember your art style, and maybe they can put it in a little frame and like keep it, little free art. But I also get that I have Staples print off my business cards same day, great price, love them. And then for the 5x7s, I just had it in this little sleeve. I don't usually package them. I just kind of have them just sitting on a shelf or on the display, because it's just it's cardstock, small little print, $5. I also run deals on those too. I think it was buy 3 get 1 free, so it was like $15 for 3 of them. Then you get an extra print. They're great to sell. They went pretty fast. Sold out a lot of prints. Oh, also, I thought I was gonna sell so much of this. I printed off so many of these prints. I didn't sell a single print of it. I did sell some stickers though, so that's good. And another great item to offer at conventions, buttons, little pinback buttons. I'm sure you can get these made online at a lot of places. I did invest in a button maker machine, so might do another video of like me playing around with that. Very easy to make, very inexpensive, fun little items that you can have. So many other places you can get items made, but I might talk about that in another video. This is just kind of like, just beginning, like what you need. Also for my 11x17 prints, I have like, they come in like bigger sleeves, so I put them in there and I put some cardboard in the back of them so those won't bend as well. And some conventions will provide you with a table and some won't, so just safe bet, just invest in a table. I like to do those little folding tables, like 6-foot table. It has a handle and easy to carry, easy to load in the car, really convenient. And then you want to get a tablecloth. They have like the tablecloths online for like vendor events, but you can also get some fun design ones, you know, just incorporate it with your style. I just have the black one right now, and I do have a banner with like my logo on it. I don't remember where I got that one printed off, but I also have a tapestry with my logo on it, and I did get that printed on Amazon. So I have like a little backdrop, and I love having a backdrop. I think it just makes your table and display look more professional and kind of stand out more. You also need a way for payment. So I use the Square. It was pretty easy to set up. I think if you just go to the website, like Square website, you can just apply for one. I had the small little card reader at first, so just starting out, you might just want to invest in that and see how it feels. But then I upgraded it to the little tablet one. I love it so much. It has tap to pay, it has the swipe, and it has the chip inserter. That is a game changer because I don't have to use my phone for checkout. It just has a screen right there. You can go in and you can put all your items, and so when people are checking out, you just click the items, it calculates it all. It can calculate the tax in there as well, which is another thing. Figuring out the taxes, last year was the first time I went out of state to do a show, and every state has like different rules for their taxes, and it was really hard to figure out, so kind of messed up there a little bit, but you know, learning curve. And then you definitely want to invest in some like bags. I have different sizes bags, like for stickers, for the prints, and I also got those big bags with the handles. You know, people buy a lot of stuff, they can you can provide those. That's great because you don't want someone who buys a bunch of your stuff and just holding it, you know. So just yeah, make sure to have some bags you can offer. What else? Oh yeah, my displays. So a lot of people, it does make sense, like if you have a small table, those like square things you put together. I tried them. I absolutely hated them. A lot of people use them. I can hardly stand them. So I was like, I need to figure out another way to kind of display my stuff how I want it. So I found some cardboard like bookshelves that are great. They came in different colors, but I spray painted them to kind of match my style and everything. They're also great because if you're traveling, you don't have a lot of space, you can kind of fold them and then reassemble them at the show. So that's really great. Love that. I also have a lot of other vendors ask me like, oh, what is that? What do you use? And I tell them, I'm like, it's a great idea. Like, but that's one of my favorite items that I found for my display. And for the larger prints, I am using like a magazine rack. I also love that. It's very lightweight. I just carry it under my shoulder and go. Oh, also, I've been trying to incorporate cardboard, like making my signage and stuff out of cardboard. I love it. I think it gives it a nice artistic homemade feel. But yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still figuring out a lot of stuff, and I think I'm starting to get there. I think I'm starting to get how I want my displays to look. Also, I vended, my last convention was a horror con. It was really fun. I didn't really like vending at first, but I've come to love it because you meet so many fun people, you meet so many fun artists, and like get to know them and can give each other ideas and keep you company when it's like a long days, you know. So I've met some great people. I'm really grateful for that because I'm kind of awkward. I don't go out a lot and I have trouble, you know, talking and making friends. But at these conventions, I feel like I have made a lot of good friends. And it's also fun because when you're working at conventions, you just run into each other again. You're like, oh, hey, I saw you down here at this show. So that's really been fun for me. I'm excited to do more shows and figure more things out. But yeah. Oh, also got some fun stuff. There's this woman that I've seen her at a lot of shows. She does like horror themed soaps and body mists and stuff. So I got Captain Spaulding chicken soap. It doesn't smell like chicken. It smells really good actually. And I also got some body mist from her. It's that Tutti Fruity from, is that 3 from Hell? I'm not sure. But yeah, hopefully this helped you if you're just getting into it. Hopefully I could give you some good insight and some tips. It's really fun. But thank you for watching. I always say that I'm going to do more videos, more long-form content, and then I forget about it. I'm really going to try though. Yeah, now that I have my fancy new microphone. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.